day. Shane Foley went very steady up front on edge of 17, and my view is that she could be vulnerable here to a horse like Playing Cool, who shaped so well on debut in that maiden at Curran Park a fortnight ago. Blew the start, got into the shake-up. Those exertions probably took their toll late on, but did get a second wind near the line and was staying on well. Went forward to Lavender Breeze, looking like the step up to distance like this will play to his strengths, and he's strong in the market once again today. Several of these have shown enough to suggest they've got a race or two in them. Lady Lilac, interesting here as well. We didn't get a chance to see her in the preliminaries. She's back into a maiden today after finishing third to stable companion Chiota in a valuable fillies handicap at the Curran Irish Guineas weekend. She's rated 73, Lady Lilac, so she might be vulnerable coming back here from a bit of time off. I don't know whether that's ground related or what, but she's certainly got to have a chance at least. Gents, thanks very much. Yes, Take Me, an interesting contender here. Just a slight concern maybe for me about the drop down in distance here at a sharper track after finishing well at Navan last time, but expect him to be very much involved. Playing Cool would be my pick, though. I think if he can maybe just race a bit more streetwise today with that run behind him, what a promising run it was for all that the money was lost on the day at Curran Park, he should have a major say in proceedings here. Edge of 17, I thought had the run of things at Killarney last time in that race, won by Defiantly. He was a fair horse, Defiantly, but Shane Foley went pretty steadily on the front end on edge of 17 on that occasion, and unless the headgear really sparks her up here today, I think she might be vulnerable. There, just in the centre of shot, is number 12. We didn't get a chance to see her in the parade room. That's Lady Lilac, Joe Murphy's filly, who's back from a bit of time off. I don't know whether that's ground related or not, but she has obviously got form on much softer ground than she's going to be racing on here today. And maybe an autumn campaign has always been the plan. Third behind stablemate Chiota in a valuable fillies handicap at the Curragh on Irish Guineas weekend when we saw her last, and possibly encouraging that Connections are giving her another go in a maiden. Clearly feel that she's up to going close in a race like this. She's going to be amongst the last to load, together with the newcomer Rua Moore, and another one who's still at the back is Piatra Neamt, which I've almost certainly pronounced incorrectly. Take Me is waiting to go into stall number 3 as well for Colin Keane. Interesting to see, is he ridden a bit closer to the pace today? Is he able to lie up a little bit nearer the front rank on this occasion? But big run expected from him. Last few about to slot in. We'll go to Jerry.
Take Me. Want to put in? And that off. Sluggish start by Care Bay. It is edge of 17, first to show in front from Snappery 10, close to Take Me. Improving is No Such Thing on the outside, followed on settling down by Lady Lilac, and then Pietra Namt and Plain Cool and Serang Poor. Glenavy's Dress Dance, Sunlight Dance, and they're followed by Care Bay, Galley Point, and Rua Moore. No Such Thing has taken off under Christine Worrell, has built up an 8-10 lead over edge of 17 and Shane Foley in second. Less than 2 lengths back to Take Me and Colin Keane shading third from Snappery 10 as they race inside the 6 furlong point, and out clear is No Such Thing. Edge of 17 leads the pack, and then Snappery 10, Take Me, Serang Poor, improving his dress dance, followed by Lady Lilac and Pietra Namt. Plain Cool has lost ground, and Rua Moore and Glenavy's Galley Point, Sunlight Dance, and Care Bay. On they come towards the 4. They've passed the halfway stage, the EBF Median Auction Maiden over 9. A long way clear is No Such Thing. Continues with a commanding advantage. running round the home turn from edge of 17, and then Take Me, shaking up on the inside of Snap Pretend, and then Lady Lilac setting poor next, and then comes Pietra Namt and Dress Dance and Ruin Moore, playing cool with plenty of ground to make up as they turn in for the final two. And it's No Such Thing with a greatly reduced advantage is beginning to tire from edge of 17, improving a Snap Pretend and Take Me, followed by Lady Lilac, racing to the last furlong. Snap Pretend picks it up from Lady Lilac, trying to challenge, then comes Take Me, followed then by edge of 17 and Playing Cool. Inside the final furlong, the leader is Snap Pretend and moves on under Joey Sheridan in the EBF Median Auction Maiden. A win for Snap Pretend over Lady Lilac, and never near in third, Playing Cool.
Snap Pretend is our winner here, and it's a homebred winner as well for the owner, Mr. Farrell, who's done very well with this family, horses like Snap Preteria in the pedigree, who won plenty of races too. Snap Pretend returning at 9-2, and has fully vindicated Connection's decision to stick with Maiden Company after being allotted that initial mark of 71. Joey Sheridan falling in for the ride here, and what a nice ride to pick up with Dylan Brown McMonagle suspended. First day of a 4-day ban for Dylan, and Snap Pretend just about to settle the issue here really as they come inside the final furlong and a half. The race was really blown apart by No Such Thing, who'd done something similar at Killarney last time, and only one managed to get past her that day, Vega's Muse, but the rider was on the wall really turning in today. And Snap Pretend and Lady Lilac were the two who ultimately pulled clear of the remainder. Even over a bit further today, Playing Cool just seemed to find things happening a little bit quickly. Once again, was a bit further back in the field, perhaps than ideal. And I'd imagine we might see him going up to 1.25 miles and perhaps pitching up at a stiffer track before the season is out. Playing Cool, I think there's definitely a maiden to be won with him, but Joey Sheridan is having good run of form at the moment and picking up some good opportunities from yards that he hasn't necessarily ridden much for in the past. He rode obviously a lovely winner for Willie Mullins in a Tyrrell Maiden at the Curragh recently, and he strikes here for Irish St Ledger winning trainer Joseph O'Brien.
Yeah, a nice performance. Came over towards that near side, as plenty have done and are continuing to do so at Punchestown today. We'll take it back to the start. Snap Pretend came out of 7. Joey Sheridan and Joseph O'Brien. But yeah, that was all about No Such Thing, really. Just as the race